If you have ever found yourself thinking, why don't I trust myself yet? Or I know what to do, so why can't I seem to follow through? I just want to start this episode by saying this right from the beginning. You are not doing anything wrong, and this is not a mindset problem. Most people assume that self trust is something that you either have or you don't have. That if you just believed harder, if you thought differently, if you healed more, eventually you'd arrive at this very confident, grounded version of yourself who always knows what to do. But that's not actually how self trust works. So let's dive into how it does because it's not some belief and it's not confidence and it's not positive thinking. Self trust is truly a felt experience. It's what happens when your body learns over time that it's safe to stay present with yourself, even when things get really uncomfortable, emotional, uncertain, or really, really messy. And if your body doesn't feel safe, then no amount of insight can ever create trust for you. This is why so many intuitive and sensitive, self aware women, especially, can feel so frustrated because you know so much. You've done therapy, you've read books, you've taken courses, you understand the patterns. And yet, when it comes to the time to choose, to act, to rest, to speak, or to stay, you hesitate. And it really has nothing to do with you doing something wrong. It's just because your nervous system hasn't learned that you are a safe place to land. You are a safe place to be and to stay. And I feel like the part that no one ever really explained to me was when your body doesn't feel safe, it goes into protection mode. This is why trying harder can make things feel worse. And this can all look like overthinking or second guessing yourself, going into a freeze response, people pleasing, looking for reassurance outside of you from someone else or just constantly searching for the right answer before you even begin. And then as we do all of this, we tell ourselves stories like, I just need to trust myself more. Why isn't this working? I need to be stronger. I need to heal this already. But all of that effort actually just reinforces the same message to your body, and that is you are not safe as you are. And how does that even feel just to hear those words? It does not feel good. So, of course, your body does not enjoy hearing that. And that's when our system tightens and our intuition gets quieter. We turn down the volume on it, and the trust even feels further away. So, let's talk about what actually builds self trust. It's not from a place of fixing yourself or escaping your current reality. We build self trust by staying with your body, even when all of the emotions rise, by staying with yourself when things feel unclear or uncertain. Staying with yourself instead of immediately distracting or numbing out or outsourcing or abandoning yourself. And every single time you stay, even just gently, even imperfectly, your body learns something new. It learns, oh my gosh, I can be here. I'm allowed to be here. It's safe to be here. I don't have to disappear. I don't have to hand myself over to something outside of me. Ah, and it can just breathe a sigh of relief. And this is how safety forms. And safety is what allows our intuition to speak clearly again, and we're able to turn the volume back up. Because I've really seen, especially with intuition and regulation, this is a piece that really changed stuff for me. with how I understand intuition and why intuition can feel so unreliable for so many people. Because without regulation, it doesn't feel magical. It feels chaotic and overwhelming and very unreliable, almost like it's just more noise instead of being this like beautiful, magical thing within us that is guiding us forward. So, when the nervous system is dysregulated, intuition gets mixed with all these things that are not helpful, with fear, with a sense of urgency, with old survival patterns and stories, with past conditioning. But again, when the body feels safe enough to stay, intuition becomes quiet and clear and steady, not like this loud, dramatic thing. It just gets to actually be, and it gets to be very honest with you. And so, hearing this now, it might sound obvious, but this definitely wasn't obvious to me in the past while I was living it. And that's why I wanted to share it with you because for a long time, I really thought I was doing something wrong because I kept turning outside of myself when life got hard. I would look for things that I considered to be healthy, like another tool or another modality or another mentor or another answer. You know, all of these things that are also referred to as carrots. What I didn't realize was that I hadn't learned how to hold myself yet. And once I really stopped trying to fix myself and search for all these things outside of me, and I started learning how to stay with myself instead, that's when everything really, really began to change. And it wasn't like this super dramatic overnight change. It's through these small moments that kind of like, once they land, they grow like compound interest. So I would stay with me in those small moments. I would allow what was coming up to exist. I would sit with it. I would speak with it. I would see it. I would love it, give that part of me love. And over time, it sustainably grew and became who I am and my way of being. I realized that this way of relating to myself isn't just for me. It was so that I could take all of this work and I could create something that could you could use as well and it could be taught. And this is actually the foundation of the work that I'm currently teaching inside of my self-healing program, Limitless You. It's not about giving you more tools to use on yourself, even though you will get a very incredible toolkit, but it's about teaching you instead how to build a relationship with yourself that feels safe and steady and self and soul led. It's a way of meeting yourself inside of real life, not after things calm down or when everything is perfect or when you feel ready, but while life is actually happening right now. And so, in closing, I just want to offer you this loving reminder. If you've been judging yourself for not trusting yourself yet, please, please remember self trust is not something that you force. It's something that grows when your body learns that it does not have to be alone with everything. And it's something that you can absolutely learn. You can go at your own pace, the pace that works for you and your body and your life. And if you want to learn more about Limitless You, I'll be sharing more on all my social platforms this coming week. And there's also links below for you. But for now, just notice this. What would it feel like to stay with yourself today, even a little longer than usual? And as you do that, what shifts for you as you do? Thank you so much for being here with me. Thank you for staying with yourself. I love you so much, and I will see you next time.